this is Derrick Henry. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Mariota now on 2nd down. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. First carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, here's Watson. Flushed out right. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. If that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it second down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down and 8 to start things out. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. They convert on third with a gain of 22. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Second down, Mariota. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Hey, check 3.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
3 down. Keep it rolling. One. Easy. One.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a second down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Easy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One.
They go play action. Mariota rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Switch gears. Easy. One. 3.
Off the play fake, Mariota. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will tie things up at 6-6. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here.
Come back. Come back. Tiger.
Watson on first down. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, Something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, you got 3 down.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Tight is right. You got 3 down. Keep it rolling.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
3 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. And now the Texans want to call another timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And Succop will put this one right through, and they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Come back. Tiger.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Watson now to throw. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. He got 29 yards that time.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Hey, Blue 80. Richmond.
Watson just beating the play clock. And his throw is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Come back.
Back to the air. Watson on second down. Dancing to his left. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Super Bowl hero, Malcolm Butler, makes a stop. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Over the middle, complete. It's Fuller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Come back.
Now it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, here's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller from 10 yards out. And the Texans are in for 6. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Keep it rolling.
Play action now. Mariota sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A Titan first down, Mariota to Walker. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Now here's Succop out to kick it away. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Benny Logan in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down.
Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Griffin. And down he'll go at the 25. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Yeah, the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Come back. 2 jet.
Out of the gun, Watson. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And that one results in 35 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in, but when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jurrell Casey in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
I got 15. Me. Tiger.
Watson off play action. Over the middle, complete. That's Fuller. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Reset. Tiger. Richmond.
On first down, it's Watson. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
Richmond. Tiger.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for third and goal.
Get him, boy.
Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
4 down. Check. Watch the ship. Hey. Black 99, feel it. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch the glass. Here we go. Richmond. Watch the safety creep.
Here's Miller. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal.
Black 99, feel it.
They'll run. It's Miller. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish him off.
The score that puts him in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Your trip is here.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And this one is incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. The Titans on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10.
Four down.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DJ Reader in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard.
Richmond. Come back. Tiger.
And Watson's going to throw it here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. One last shot now for Mariota. Caught right side, Davis. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road,